I lost over 100 pounds in just a year and I've kept it off for over 8 years. And here's a couple things that I did to like really kickstart my weight loss journey off the right way. And I'm going to share with you a couple things that I did that I hope will inspire you and help you get the exact same great results that I did. Because it's about you want to lose it as fast as possible. Let's be honest, right? Even though we didn't put the weight on overnight, we still expect to lose it overnight. So if you can do anything that's going to get you quicker results and consistent results, but most importantly, allow you to keep that weight off, I am here to help you do that because I totally understand what it's like to feel that way. So the first thing I did was I started intermittent fasting because I used to be that late night snacker. Like I only loved chips after midnight. Ramen never tasted so good after midnight, right? Those late night Del Taco runs. That used to be me. So instead, I decided to start with intermittent fasting to encourage myself to learn how to eat within a certain window of time and then not eat outside of that window, because the more you eat late at night, that it just sits there. And this is where, trust me, ask me how I know, I gained 80 pounds by eating late at night, literally, because it just sits there. Versus if you were to have that same exact food in the daytime, you'd be amazed that the results are actually completely opposite. On a side note, so I started with intermittent fasting, so therefore I could really start to curb that appetite of mine and shrink that down so that I actually would learn and retrain myself to eat less and actually feel fuller. So intermittent fasting, very, very powerful way to start your weight loss journey. The second thing I did is I started planning my meals for the week. Now, I'm not a big food preppy person where I encourage you to prep your meals for the week because that's a daunting task. And on top of that, then things, vegetables don't necessarily last for an entire week if you chop them up. So you just plan your meals for the entire week, because if you do not plan your meals for the entire week, then what do? Then you start grabbing things of convenience. You just start throwing things together because there's no consistent plan. So instead, it's like if you know what you're having for dinner each and every week, each and every day, then it allows for you to stay on track, for you to cook healthier foods for you to plan, right? You can either fail to plan or plan to fail. So I'd rather go ahead and plan the right way. And that made a huge, huge difference in keeping me on track and just knowing what it is that I was going to eat today. It takes the guesswork out of it and it just makes it a lot easier. Plus, it makes it a lot easier to go grocery shopping and you're not wasting a bunch of food and having to feel guilt-ridden by throwing it out because you didn't consume it, right? So start with those two things, intermittent fasting and planning my meals for the week. The third thing I did is I started planning micro goals for myself. So instead of focusing on the end game, instead of saying I have to lose 130 pounds, like that sounds awful. And it sounds like very far out there, right? So instead I said, what happens if I just focus on losing 3 pounds a week? If I just dropped 3 pounds a week, then I would consistently get to my goal, because that's over 100 pounds in a year. So I focused on only 3 pounds for the week. That's literally like half a pound a day. Totally, totally doable, even making just small lifestyle changes to your current lifestyle. Okay, and when you focus on that, then every week you hit those 3 pounds, or shall you hit 4 pounds one week, then you're like on fire. And it serves as this motivator. And it allows you to see that you've got what it takes. And it keeps you motivated and it keeps you going full steam ahead and gets you super, super excited to see that weight loss consistently going down. Right? That scale continuously dropping, because that's what I did. On the fourth thing that I did is I started getting the habit of weighing myself daily. See, we want to look at the scale like it's our enemy. The scale's actually a great feedback for us, right? It should be your friend. So I started weighing myself every morning, and I would go ahead and log it. I still to this day do the same thing. Is I track my weight every single day. What is my weigh-in every day? Because seeing it from day to day is really hard. But when you go through and you look at what was my week starting at, and what did I end my week at, because I weighed myself every day, you actually get to see how far you've came every week. It puts it in real life perspective versus relying on here, like our memory, right? It's a lot easier to actually see how far you've came. On top of that, if you notice like you weigh yourself one day and you gained half a pound, it allows you to go back and say, okay, what did I eat yesterday? Because something that I ate yesterday, my body didn't respond to as well as what I ate the day before. So it allows you to see how, because again, the scale is only feedback and showing you what your body's responding to well and what it's not. So like, for instance, my body doesn't mind pasta. It doesn't mind pasta. I can have a whole plate of pasta, which I love. Now, rice, on the other hand, if I have like a couple things of rice, my body, it's not the vibe, okay? It doesn't like rice for some reason, and I'm half Japanese, which is just insulting to my culture. But that's how my body responds. How would I know this? Because I weigh myself every day. And so I go back and say, okay, something was wrong yesterday. What did I eat yesterday? What did I have? And then where can I maybe modify? Because the day before I got great results. So what can I incorporate the day before into today? And then maybe what should I kind of stay away from, or, minimize how often I'm consuming that because my body doesn't respond. Okay, so again, it's feedback, but it's making these small changes, right? The 4 things I shared with you aren't anything dramatic, okay? They're not anything dramatic. They're literally things that you can start doing today that will get you those great results. It's what led to me getting such a great weight loss transformation. I'm talking about where every time I would see people that I haven't seen in a couple months, they were like, you are literally half a person. And they could see the transformation, and it was consistent and it was fast, okay? Because consistent weight loss leads to big results and quick results. Right? If you're constantly doing this up and down thing, it's a longer journey, right? It's like driving from California to Florida with no GPS. You may or may not ever get there because you may get lost and have to detour a lot along the route. But if you have that GPS on, then you're able to get there in a fraction of the time. So if you do these 4 things, I promise you, this is the best way and the easiest way for you to start your weight loss journey and also get, most importantly, those fantastic results and consistent results. Intermittent fasting, planning your meals for the week, weighing yourself daily, and setting micro goals for yourself every single week. What is that little goal that I want to reach every single week that's achievable? Right? Setting a goal of 10 pounds for the week is unrealistic unless you plan to completely fast and starve yourself, which that's not the vibe either, and it's not recommended. Okay, a fast is okay, but a long-term fast like that it's not recommended, and it's not sustainable. Okay, there are people that do water fast for 30 days, and that's fine. But you're not going to fast for your whole life. So 10 pounds a week is unrealistic. So you want to set those realistic micro goals, and that, I promise you, will lead to big, audacious results. Okay, get out there and do those 4 things to start your weight loss journey off right. Drop a comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite and which one you're willing to commit to. And if you want to be an overachiever and get quicker results, you'll commit to all 4. All right, that's what I got for you. And because at the end of the day, you deserve to love your life, and most importantly, you deserve to love your body.